Alright, welcome to another video. In this video, I will be discussing about order block, the most used concept in the social media, right? I saw a lot of traders only using order blocks without a logic or narrative, which is not the right way to go. Alright, so in this video, I will be discussing in detail about order block and how we can leverage this concept in our advantage. Alright, so first, what is an order block? So an order block is the last up-closed candle or consecutive candles before an explosive move. Alright, so for example, we are bearish, right? We are bearish. So we are forming down close candles. An order block, if we are bearish, is an up close candle. It can be a consecutive up close candle or a single up close candle. Right? So for example, we are bearish, we are forming bearish candles. And then we form an up close candle. And the price moved down lower away from it. Now that is an order block. We want to see price provide resistance into that order block. We don't want to see price disrespect that order block. Alright, so once again, PD arrays are the true support and resistance, just like order block, because order block is a PD array, right? So order blocks, we want to see price find some kind of support and resistance in these areas. Alright, so for example, we are bearish, right? We are forming down close candles. Then we form an up close candle or consecutive up close candle. This is not yet an order block. Alright? This up close candles is not yet an order block. So, when is it going to be a valid order block? When the price go lower, continuing lower. Alright, so we want to see this swing low get disrespected. Alright, we want to see price go lower. Once the price does that, we now have a valid order block. Alright, so as we can see, this is now an order block. Alright, this area right here, we want to see this area act as a resistance. We want to see price respect this area and continue going lower. Right? So once again, we have here our order block. It can be a single candle or a consecutive candle. Right, so we want to see price find some kind of resistance in this area and continue going lower. Alright? Now let's see an example for our bullish order block. Alright, so as we can see right here, we are overall bullish. Since we are bullish, we want to see up close candles. And here we form a down close candle. Once again, this is not a valid order block yet. We want to see price disrespect this swing high, going higher, and with that, this is now a valid order block. Alright, so as we can see, the price disrespected this swing high. So this is now an order block. Alright, we want to see price find support in this down close candle. Alright, so now here we have our order block. We want to see price respect this order block and continue going higher. Let's see what the price will do. And as we can see, the price retraces back into this order block. We don't want this order block to be disrespected. And as we can see, the price moved away from it very strongly. Alright, so as we can see, this order block provided support in this price action. Alright, maybe you have some few questions right now in your mind. Sometimes you can see traders only using the body of an order block and sometimes the wick of an order block. I will tell you exactly which ones you should use if you are trading. Alright, so for example, like this, we have here a fair value gap. The use of the order block will be based on the presence of the fair value gap, right? So in this example, we have here a fair value gap. Is this order block, the body of the order block, overlapping into that fair value gap? No, it's not. But we can see the wick of the order block overlapping into that fair value gap, which means this is a high probability order block. Alright? A higher probability order block is when we have an order block paired with a fair value gap. Right? Once again, we considered PD arrays as line of defense. Here we have a fair value gap, our first line of defense. Our last line of defense right here is this order block. Alright? This is a high probability order block because we are overlapping into this fair value gap. For examples like this, we can use the wick of the order block since it is overlapping with the fair value gap. So next example, for bearish order block. In this example, we are overall bearish. Bearish meaning we are printing down close candles. We want to see down close candles. Once price creates up close candle, this is a potential order block. But once again, this is not yet a valid order block. This will be valid if we continued going lower by disrespecting this swing low. Alright? We want to see price go lower. Alright, so as we can see, the price disrespected this swing low, and now we have a valid order block right here. Right? We have here 3 consecutive up close candle. Alright, so here, this order block, we want to see price provide resistance in this area. We want to see price rejects going higher and completely respected this order block. Alright, so as we can see right here, we have a fair value gap overlapping into this up close order block. Right, so we will use this wick for our order block. Let's see what the price will do. And as we can see, the price has retraced into the order block. We don't want to see it go any further and reject this order block. This order block should provide resistance. The price should now go lower. Alright, so as we can see, the price has fully respected the order block. Alright, so this is an important concept in using an order block, the mean threshold of an order block. So what is the meaning of it? For example, we have here a valid order block. We have here an order block overlapping with a fair value gap. So we are only going to use the body of this order block. Alright, so as we can see right here, we only use the body of the order block because the wick is not overlapping with the fair value gap, right? And here we want to see price respect until the mean threshold of the order block. So what is the meaning of the mean threshold? It simply means the 50% of that order block, the midpoint of that order block. For us to see if the price will really respect that order block, we want to see price respect the mean threshold of that order block. We don't want to see it candle body close in this mean threshold. Alright? The price can do this. Alright? We can see the price react into the mean threshold of that order block. We can also see the price go lower into the mean threshold of that order block, but we don't want to see it close. We don't want to see a candle body close. We can see a wick around this area, right? The lower portion of the 50%, we can see a wick, but we don't want to see a candle body close. As we can see right here, the price beautifully respected that 50% of the order block. And the price should now continue going higher. Alright, so here is the high probability order block. This should be the order block that you should be looking for when you are looking to enter a trade. Alright, so here, try to see if you can find the high probability order block. Here, as we can see, we are going higher. When we are going higher, we want to see up close candles. As we can see right here, we form a down close candle. This is potential order block. But since we did not displace higher, disrespecting this swing low, this is not yet a valid order block. Alright? So the price moved down lower, taking out this swing low right here, and has now shifted higher. Alright? This right here, the down close candles that take out this swing low right here, is now a high probability order block. This is a very high probability order block. Alright? As we can see, it is also overlapping with the fair value gap. We want to see price respect this order block and continue higher. Once again, as we can see, this down candle took out this sell side liquidity. Alright? When we are bullish, down close candles are potential order block. But since we took out this swing low and displaced higher, this is now a very high probability setup. Alright? We don't want to see it continue going lower, or else this is an invalid setup. But most of the time, when you have a setup like this, a high probability order block, the price mostly respect that high probability order block and continue in its real direction. Alright? So let's go into the live examples. Alright, so this is an example of a high probability order block. Alright, so first let's wait for a liquidity grab. Alright, so as we can see here, we have taken out a sell side liquidity. Alright, so since we are bullish, we want to see up close candles. Alright, so here we have a market structure shift. The price has shifted higher, right? Since we are bullish, we want to see price respect down close candles. So let's mark out these down candles right here. We can mark it out until here, or we can use this candle around here, right? It's up to you. You just need to remember that down close candle provides support when we are bullish, and up close candle provide resistance if we are bearish. All right. So as we can see right here, we have shifted higher. This down close candle should give some kind of support. The price should respect this order block. All right, this down close candle. So let's see what the price will do. As we can see, the price beautifully respected this order block. All right. Still, we are in this zone, but we can clearly see the price respecting this order block. All right. This is a 15-minute order block. And as we can see, the price once again took out this sell side liquidity right here. And here once again we have a high probability order block. So how are we going to use this order block? As we can see right here, we have a fair value gap overlapping into this order block, into this wick. So we are going to use the wick of the order block since we are overlapping into this fair value gap. All right, let's mark it out. 15-minute order block. All right, we want to see price respect this order block once again. All right, so as we can see, the price rejected strongly that order block. We want to see price continue going higher now. As we can see, we have very strong price action now continuing higher. Alright, so once again, price went back into the order block. We want to see price respect this order block and continue going higher. And once again, we have here a high probability order block. This is a high probability order block. Right here, the price can respect this down close candle. Our first line of defense is this order block right here. And our last line of defense is this order block right here. And as we can see, the price has continued going higher. Alright, so remember, if we are bullish, the price should respect down close candle. And if we are bearish, the price should respect up close candles. That's all for this video. I'm wishing you good trades and good luck. Bye-bye.